Well, it's official now. It's been talked about for a number of weeks. As you can see, Toprak Razgatlioglu will join Prima Pramac Yamaha for 2026. Yeah, and a move that sees him move from World Superbike to the MotoGP paddock, and it's something that people have asked for a number of years now. Will we ever see Toprak in MotoGP? He's done a few tests before, but now we'll see it for real at the Valencia test at the end of 2025 and for 2026. Yeah, quite excited by it, to be honest. It came as a surprise that it came this early. There was talk that it was going to happen around Magello time or before that, but I do think it's probably best getting the news out there before Toprak has to race in Misano this weekend for World Superbike, because as you can imagine, if it wasn't announced, he would just get hammered with questions. Are you going to MotoGP? When's it going to be announced? It's better to do it now so he can go into the weekends and, yeah, not feel as stressed or pressured by a pending announcement. And now it's out there for everyone. And yeah, I'll read the statement to you if you haven't seen it. It says, Yamaha Motor Company is pleased to announce Toprak Razgatlioglu, current World Superbike and 2021 World Superbike Champion with Yamaha, will return to Yamaha in 2026, debuting in MotoGP with Prima Pramac Yamaha. After a stellar stint in the FIM World Superbike Championship between 2018 to 2025, during which he's been crowned champion twice and became the second most successful rider with 63 victories so far, Razgtlioglu is ready to take on a new challenge in the premier class of MotoGP. Having Razgtlioglu step up to MotoGP and join the factory-supported Prima Pramac Yamaha team, a collaboration between Yamaha and Pramac is a strategic decision that allows the Turkish rider to showcase unique talent at the pinnacle of motorcycle racing. And here's the key bit. Further details regarding the 2026 lineup of Prima Pramac Yamaha MotoGP team will be communicated in due course. Now, of course, that looks at who is Toprak replacing. Is he replacing Miguel Oliveira? Is he replacing Jack Miller? Like I said, they're going to announce that in due course. But the reports are that it looks like Miguel Oliveira might be the rider to lose out here, and it'll be Miller and Toprak in the team. Yeah, and just a word from Paolo Pavesio, the managing director of Yamaha Motor Racing. I believe he's been really instrumental in getting Toprak to MotoGP, and he's the one that's really wanted him. He's said, we are thrilled to welcome Toprak back into the Yamaha family. Toprak is the most victorious Yamaha rider of all time in Superbike, has proven to be an exceptional talent, securing the World Superbike title twice, which is no mean feat. His transition to MotoGP is both a homecoming and an exciting new challenge that's been set up with a clear goal of progress growth over time. His fighting spirit and determination are a perfect fit for both Prima Pramac Yamaha and Yamaha's bold MotoGP strategy. So we believe in 2026 it is the right time to make the move that many fans have been waiting for. And yeah, that last bit, many fans have been waiting for it. And yeah, I think it's really exciting. The last time we've had a real big World Superbike move to MotoGP, would it be Cal Crutchlow, Ben Spies? They were the last really, it's like two notable names to really make it, but no one of Toprak's, the current champion. And it's been talked about with Jonathan Ray moving across previously, never happened, but now we get to see it. Will we see Toprak coming to MotoGP and produce the trademark riding style that he does in World Superbike? It's yet to be known. Very different, of course, with the different bikes, a prototype versus a Superbike. Very different machines, different tires, different brakes, electronics, ride-height devices. Toprak, you have to remember, will come in and learn ride-height devices for essentially 1 year. And if he stays on for 27, they'll be all relocated and he'll make the switch to Pirelli tires. But I do think this is it's quite a big move, I would say, in terms of MotoGP. We always see it with F1 and how they want to have the best drivers from, say, F2. Other series move across. Yes, it doesn't happen as much, but it's always linked about seeing NASCAR drivers or IndyCar drivers going across to F1 in the sense. But yeah, I think that there's a real chance for Toprak to do something pretty incredible. It's going to be a real learning period. I think that people need to remember this. He's coming from a Superbike to MotoGP, and I do think that there's plenty of hurdles for him to get over, but I do think he's in that great setup at Pramac, and I think that will allow him to flourish, because if you go into Yamaha, which is a project that is on the rise, and they are making the right noises, they've got the right people in there, It's the best place for him to go in terms of not even being in the. Yes, he's getting factory support. He's getting into the shadow away from the factory team, but he'll be getting the same machinery, and that will allow him to be on equal stuff of what Fabio Quartararo's riding. And yeah, that's a good benchmark for Toprak going in against Fabio, who will be, yeah, I think pretty pleased to have someone of Toprak's talent in the same ranks as Yamaha. It's a big intent from Yamaha to sign such a big name. Toprak arguably is one of the biggest names in motorbike racing outside of MotoGP and in it as a whole. So to get someone who's already that popular, especially of how highly regarded he is in Turkey, does that then open a window for a return to Istanbul Park? Could we see a Turkish Grand Prix back on the calendar in MotoGP? Now that would be something pretty special. I'd love to see that. That track was amazing all those years ago. And yeah, my thoughts on it are, as Toprak is, he's getting on in his career. He's 28 years old, and this was now or never for him to make the move. It seems in MotoGP, if he was going to make the jump, it had to be within the next year or two. And I think he's kind of achieved all that he has achieved in World Superbike. He could stay there and grow his legacy and become the greatest Superbike rider of all time. Some people believe that he is, but in terms of the stats, it's not, I would say, as a complete finish for Toprak in World Superbike. We could see him back there, but it's a big chance for him to compete against Marc Marquez. You get to see Marc Marquez and Toprak Razgatlioglu on track, which will be simply amazing. It's kind of that sort of fantasy league thing, isn't it? You get to picture what would it be like if such and such went up against each other. You have it that now this time next year, potentially we could see Toprak, Mark, Pecco, Quartararo. We can see them all at the front, and I think that's something I'm looking forward to. And yeah, can't wait for the Valencia test. And personally, from a media point, it's great to have Toprak. He's a bit of a character. He does outlandish celebrations. He's a really popular guy, and he's a nice person as well, from what I hear. So, from a media point of view, going to these debriefs would be pretty fun to speak to him, because he is he's got a good following, and I think that there's a lot of excitement now, even for testing and what entails for Toprak's future in MotoGP. But I suppose for Toprak going ahead now, he'll be looking at World Superbike and thinking, win the world title, get to MotoGP, and that's the new adventure for him. Yeah. Is there any negatives to it? Well, of course, there's always doubt. Say it doesn't work out. It's only a 1-year deal from what the press release says. Is there an option there for 27? You would imagine there would be. Will Toprak adapt straight away? We see how rookies are. Essentially, Toprak will be a rookie, but it's a different type of rookie. It's not like someone from Moto 2 in the MotoGP. Very different in that sense, and it's a path that not many have taken down the years. Like I said, Cal Crutchlow, Ben Spies were the last few that really made that jump into the class. But I do think Toprak has, a lot of support. I want to see him do really well. I hope he does. I think that it would be a great story. And that's everything from me I can think of. It's just been announced out the blue, like I say, but we were expecting this news, and we'll see Toprak on the grid in MotoGP next year. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it'll be a success? Are you excited to see Toprak move across to MotoGP? And until next time, we'll see you then.